The first thing you try will not make you a bazillionaire. Okay, it just won't. You're learning the ropes. You're doing your apprenticeship. You're doing your apprenticeship. Yeah. So the first thing you try, it's entirely plausible it will fail. Entirely plausible. First things I tried, absolutely, usually fail. But the important thing to do is to never ever give up. If you're in a situation where you try things, they don't work, and then you try something else, then you are pretty much unstoppable. Like, you will figure it out. You will go on to make yourself a successful business, whatever that means for you. Okay. It's just impossible not to, if that's your MO. But if you try something, it fails, and then you give up, then yeah, that's a shame, because that's a trap, and it's a simple trap to fall into, because who the fuck likes failing? I'm swearing a lot tonight. Who the hell likes failing? But it's not how it works. It's not how it works. Okay, you will fail heaps as it happens. So that's a big one. Okay, next thing, I would therefore suggest that you start small. Like, the very first thing that you do in anything that you do, it's going to be pretty crappy. Like, you're not going to be a genius at it. You're not going to be great at it. You won't have the chops. You won't have that muscle memory for it to work really, really well. So start small, just a tiny little start, wholesale, whatever. Okay. Just start with something very, very small. And gentlemen, I'm talking directly at you now. The gentlemen who do not like asking for directions when we are driving, you will rather just figure that shit out for yourself, and you'd rather get lost than actually ask for directions. You've got to ask for help. You've got to ask for help. Oh, well, you don't have to, but if you do, you'll get there much faster. Okay, you'll get there much faster, because you get to avoid all of the mistakes that the person you're asking for help from, they made. You don't need to make them. Okay, so by asking for help, it's just a lot faster, a lot faster, which is why something like the Aussie Entrepreneurs is so good, because you get to ask for help from some very, very talented entrepreneurs, okay, at all different phases of their journey, which is important. Okay, it's important. Talking of that, different phases of their journey, be careful who you ask for help from, or be careful who you take advice from, I should say. So me, for instance, I have made some cash, and as a result of that, it's only natural that my brain would then start to think defensively instead of offensively. Okay, offense, defense, attack, defend. When you've made money, your brain starts to think, how can I retain money? How to retain money. Okay, when you haven't made money, you're attacking. How can I make it? I just want to make it. Okay, so I'm always mindful of risk, for instance, because I notice in myself my risk tolerance goes down, because I'm trying to defend money, defend assets. But if you haven't made it yet, you've got to go for it. So I'm always wary of that when I'm offering advice, for instance. Okay, so be careful who you take advice from. Think about their situation. Oftentimes, I truly believe, oftentimes the best person to ask advice from is somebody who's kind of like one or two steps ahead of you where you want to be. Okay, that's really, because they've still got the memories of what it took to get there. That's really, really good. I mean, I'm not trying to put myself down, but I think that's important to kind of think about that, where that information comes from. That was a video from the regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. There's over 2,500 of us now, not just here in Australia, indeed right around the world, and growing. We're the fastest growing community of professional e-commerce entrepreneurs, certainly here in Australia. Sales, by the way, of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we do, a couple of different ways of doing that. Of course, you should absolutely subscribe to this channel, post brand new money making information each and every day, but you should also get yourself off to www.aussie onlineentrepreneurs.com.au, or you can just Google that, Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, and then you'll find us that way too. With that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. But remember to subscribe, and if you've got any questions or comments, comment below and I'll answer them personally for you. With that being said, bye.